Let us now move to the solution. Given a sorted array consisting of zeros and ones, the problem is to find the index of the first one in the sorted array. So we know that the array is sorted and it has zeros and ones. The problem is to find the index of 1. So we can say that the array would look something like this. And what we have to find is the index of this first one. Let us first check for syntax errors. So in line number 1, we see a function of void return type and a few parameters. Everything seems okay. In line number 2, we can see that there is a while loop, followed by a few statements of declaration, if statements, the semicolons are in place, and at last we encounter that there is a return statement returning -1. So there is an error in line number 1 that this return type should not be void, it should be int. You can also say that the error was not in line number 1 but in line number 11 and it should not return any value from here. It should simply write return. But as we can see in options A, B, C and D, there is no such option which is giving us line number 11 as the line with the error. So we can say that line number 1 is having the error. Now let us see for logical errors. As we can see over here, they are calculating the middle of the array. So here, binary search algorithm is being employed. First of all, we know that in binary search algorithm, it must work till the lower index is lesser than or even equal to high. So first logical error is in line number 2. So we have found out two errors. One, the syntax error in line number 1 and second is a logical error in line number 2. So now let's say that these are our inputs and we have calculated middle value m. So m will be 0 plus 8 divided by 2 which will be 4. Here index number 4 is also our answer. So it will check if a of m is equal to 1. Yes, a of m is equal to 1. So I can write 1. And there is a condition in brackets. M is double equals to 0, which is false. So we'll again check for OR. A of m minus 1 is equal to 1. That means a of 3 is equal to 1, which is again false. So according to this, the answer will be 1 logical and 0, which will be 0. So it will not return mid. But this is a problem. Now why did this happen? So if we are at the first index, or we can say we are at that index which is our middle also and which is having the first one, then the index value just before it, that is a of m minus 1, should be having a 0 and not 1. So here there is another logical error which says a of m minus 1 should be equals to 0, or obviously m value should be 0. It should either be at the first index, or if it is in the middle somewhere, then the just element just before it should have 0. Let us also check further. If this is not the case, that means if a of m is 1 and the just before element is not 0, or it is not in the first index, then it will go to line number 6, that is a of m of 1. That means I can say that here also there will be a 1. So it can be a case like this. So but middle value was having 1. That means that there is also a lot of 1 values or even one single 1 value in the left hand side of the array. So my binary search will continue on the left hand side. If not so, then we will go to the right hand side. So this seems perfectly okay. So I can say that I found out errors in line numbers 1, 2 and 4. So my answer is D, option number D, lines 1, 2 and 4. Let us move to the solution. Now this function is the C function of the famous sorting technique, counting sort. Fill up the missing blanks with appropriate statements. So as we know, in counting sort, we have been given an array A as input with its size in the variable size. We have taken two arrays B and C. We know that in counting sort, we take one auxiliary array and one is our output array. So in the first loop, as we can see, we are finding out the maximum element in the A array. So in counting sort, our first step is to find the maximum element in array A. The second step is to take an auxiliary array of the size maximum. The third step is to initialize the auxiliary array with 0. Then we store the count of every element of array A in the auxiliary array B. Just like we are doing here in line number 11. Now this line number 11 tells you that B is your auxiliary array out of B and C. So I can say that in line number 8, there will be only an initialization process going on where Bi will be equal to 0. Then in the next step, we store the cumulative sum of every element in the auxiliary array. For that cumulative sum, what we do is we add the current element value to its last element value. That is, we do something like Bi is equal to Bi plus B of I minus 1. So this statement is going to come in line number 14. Similarly, now we move to line number 18. In this array, what is being done is finally we are arranging the elements, which is our last step of the counting sort, that you are arranging the elements in the final C output array. So the count of A of I is stored in B of A of I, and at that index only we store A of I in the output array C. Later on, because they are duplicates, so we will also have to decrement the current value of count of that array element. So in line number 18, we can write that B of A of I is equal to B of A of I minus 1. Or simply we can say that a correct answer which matches is option number B. Here, it might seem very easy to mark the option number B as soon as you find out that you have to write B of I is equal to 0 in line number 8, because out of the 4 options, only option number B is giving you this statement. But remember that it might not happen in your exams.